Hi everyone, this is Jason Zach from Nathaniel School of Music. In this lesson, it's going to be an exercise to practice every single major chord, every single minor chord in every single inversion. So that's 12 into 2, 24, and 24 into 3. Yeah, that's a lot, I guess. Whatever that number is. What is 24 into 3? 72, I guess, right? Yeah. So 72 shapes for major and minor chords are going to be done in a tiny YouTube lesson. I have no idea how we are going to get this done, but let's try. The first step would be to take a single note, let's say D, and ask yourself, how many triads have the note D in them, which are major and minor? Because this lesson we are learning major and minor chords. So that will be the namesake chords, D major, D minor, and then D, you ask yourself the question, D is the fifth of, or I am the fifth of what? So D is the fifth of the G, which is G major. D is also the fifth of the G minor. Then you can ask yourself the question, because a chord has a root, a third, and a fifth interval. D is the root of the D major, D is the root of the D minor, D is the fifth of the G, D is the fifth of the G minor. So now you go, D is the major third of which major chord, and D is the minor third of which minor chord. D is the third of the B flat major chord, D is the third of the B minor chord, isn't it? D is the third of the B flat, D is the third of the B, B flat, B minor, B flat, B minor. So you basically have these 6 chords. Now you need to work on the inversions. So a good way to work out your inversions for these 6 chords is to pivot or anchor one note at a specific position, and that note is the note you started with itself, which is D. So D will start off with in the left position or maybe in the top position. Let's start with the left. So that's the bottom position. D is here in the left side, and you play all the 6 chords in no particular order. In fact, I don't encourage you to go D major and D minor immediately, because that'll be a kind of an easy one, right? So go major chords maybe, then do minor, and then come back to the root tonic minor. So D major, G major, B flat major, B minor, G minor, D minor. That's a good order. So tonic major, then D is the fifth of the G major. Now D is the third of the B flat major. D is the minor third of the B minor. D is the perfect fifth of the G minor. Finally, D is the root of the D minor. And where is D along this whole journey? In the left side. So automatically you've practiced 6 chords, unique chords, together in a very musical ecosystem with inversions. So that's a good start, I guess. D. It's kind of tricky, but it's also kind of easy, because this is how you should play chords in the first place. Okay, I'm going to go on now with D in the upper register. In the top, we've covered it in the bottom, right? And before we move forward, get your keyboards out and play along with me. Why not? You can pause the video and get it. And you'll also get a study material which covers each and every chord, each and every inversion. It's very easy. It'll stay with you for life. All you have to do is become a Patreon member. And we'll also give you an app which helps you to do all this pretty much as a composer, not just to practice this in a pianist exercise kind of way. We have this app which is out called Chord Trees. You can go to the link in the description, and what's really cool about the app is you can choose to be full on chromatic and get every single chord out of a note, or you can even go diatonic and go into kind of pop and rock mode, or you can why only do triads? What about a suspended chord that has D in it, right? That'll be maybe a G sus4, or D is the sus4 of an A, or D is the major 7th of the E flat, or D is the minor 7th of maybe the E minor 7 flat 5, or D is the what do you call it? The tritone of the maybe G sharp diminished chord. All of that has D. So if you need access to the entire gamut of stuff, it's available on the Chord Trees app, and you'll find all this in the description. And we're building a lot of apps, so you can consider checking it out. Not only there, but be part of the Nathaniel ecosystem. Subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Then you'll get regular updates on our community. If you'd like to learn these apps in actual classes, do consider workshops and courses at our school where live lessons occur. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and turn on the bell for regular notifications before we get started. That's pretty much the only way to get these videos out to you folks, and to basically provide fuel for these videos to live on YouTube for a longer time, or hopefully a really long time. And yeah, that's about it. Let's continue to get cracking. So you have the D, which we finished off at the bottom, D major, G major, B flat major, and I encourage you to either do one of the things in the left hand. Do a ditto, carbon copy, parrot, whatever you want to call it, in the left hand with respect to the right hand. The same thing, D major, G major, B flat major, B minor, G major, D minor. Repeat. You can try different patterns for both hands. B flat, B minor, G minor, and finally D minor. You should also practice playing the roots of the chord in your left hand. So I'll start with D major. B flat, B minor, G minor, D minor, D minor. You can go in the reverse. D minor, G minor, B minor, B flat major, G major, D major. You can also sing the roots to train your ear a bit more, I guess. Now, let's push D at the top and practice the same old 6 chords. D major, G major, B flat major. You see, D is on the top. That means I have to use the right inversion. D major would be played as F sharp A D. B flat major would be played as F B flat D. So in other words, the root position of D major, the inversion of B flat, the second inversion of B minor, and then the root position of G major, root position of G minor, and so on. So get used to that shape. So that's 6 plus 6. We've got to ourselves 12. B minor, G minor, D major. Yeah, it goes on. D is kind of stuck as a wall or a anchor up there. You should also practice D in the middle. So again, D major, G major, B flat major, B minor, and then what's left? G minor, D minor. So you have this D in the center. So with this ecosystem, you're basically getting 6 chords played in all the inversion possibilities. So you mastered 6 chords in all their inversions. So how you move forward is, first off, just understand the process. The target note or the anchor note was initially at the bottom, and you played all the chords. Then the target note was at the top, and you played all the 6 chords. Target note was in the middle, and then you played again all the 6 chords. Hopefully the root in the left hand, that's the majors, and then minor. Or you can carbon copy it exactly in the left hand. So that'll be D, G, B flat, B minor, G minor, D minor. Now all this on D, and you've kind of covered 6 chords all their 3 inversions. So 6 threes are 18. And you've got not only that, you're also playing it in a very tactical way. You're going to use these kinds of connections in actual songs. So what do you do now to take this number to the full number, our target number, which was 24 chords in total into 3 inversions, 72, right? Yeah. So what you can do then to generate another anchor note would be take the polar opposite of D, at least in terms of the function and the circle of fifths. That would be its tritone. So that will be A flat. So now you get all the options for A flat and go along the way. A flat major, A flat minor, or A flat is the fifth of the D, or A flat is the fifth of the D flat or C sharp, and A flat is the third of the E, or A flat is the minor third of the F. So like that you'll have 6 options. A flat major, D flat major, and then E major, E minor, and then A flat minor, and then C sharp minor. I started in the wrong order. Let's do that again. A flat major, and A flat is all on the top, or G sharp if you want to call it that. You'll have to call it both words because the major chord E, we call that note G sharp, while the major chord A flat, we just call that note as A flat, right? So let's roll that again with A flat at the bottom. A flat major, D flat major, E major, major third, F minor, minor third, and then C sharp minor, perfect fifth, and back to the minor tonic. Okay, so all of these chords, I reckon, we have not done at all for the D key, right? So it automatically gives us 6 brand new chords, major and minor in a nice combo, 3 major, 3 minor, and another 6 threes are 18. So that'll give you 36 now. 36 out of 72 is half of the way. So basically now, if you want to get unique possibilities, you're doing D, its tritone, which is A flat. So let's consider putting F at the top. F major, B flat major, D flat major. So you see now I have that D flat major which has repeated, and then D flat minor, D minor which has repeated. So it starts getting easier. Once you do the first tritone, you will get 36 unique options. You can take any tritone. It could even be C and F sharp, or A and E flat, or G and D flat, and F and B, so on and so forth. Once you get that, you've got 36, and then it's going to get exponentially easier. So the first 36 you have to work. That's 6 into 3, that's 18 shapes, major and minor, into 2, 36. Then the remaining 30, you have no idea how much more easier it'll get. If it took you about a week to do 36 chords, it'll take you 2 days to do the remaining 36, or maybe less. So that's about the exercise, everyone. Hope you found it useful. And do consider using our Chord Tree app to actually apply these concepts musically to help you improvise and compose, and also practice the piano. The notes are available on our Patreon as a study guide. Do consider getting yourselves a copy, and the app is also there. Do consider heading over there, and you can also support our channel by going to the app pages and considering to support it, or you can become a Patreon member, or whatever works for you. And if you'd like to learn any of this live, do consider a course at Nathaniel School of Music. Okay, I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.